1934, a year of rising tensions and turning points. Step into 1934, a year shaped by political violence, social unrest, and major changes that signaled shifts in global power and leadership. January 1934, Balkan Entente. Formed 4 countries in Southeast Europe: Greece, Romania, Turkey, and Yugoslavia signed the Balkan Pact. This alliance aimed to maintain peace and prevent aggression from neighbouring powers. Leaders of the Balkan states, February 1934. Austrian Civil War erupts. Violence broke out in Austria between socialist and conservative forces. Government troops crushed the socialist uprising. This ended Austrian democracy and led to an authoritarian regime. Chancellor Dollfuss and Austrian socialist leaders' March 1934 Johnson Debt Default Act passed in the United States. The US Congress passed a law stopping loans to countries that had not repaid World War I debts. The act showed American isolationist policy during the Great Depression, US Congress and President Franklin D. Roosevelt. April 1934, Hitler expands Nazi control. Adolf Hitler strengthened the Gestapo and reduced civil freedoms. This helped eliminate political opposition in Germany. Adolf Hitler, May 1934, Dust Bowl, crisis. Deepens, massive dust storms damaged farms in the American Midwest. Families were forced to abandon their land. The crisis worsened the Great Depression and led to farming reforms. US farmers and government relief programs, June 1934. Night of the Long Knives. Hitler ordered a purge within the Nazi Party, killing rivals and SA leaders. The purge secured Hitler's power and showed the brutality of his rule. Adolf Hitler and Ernst Röhm. July 1934. Failed Nazi coup in Austria. Austrian Nazis assassinated Chancellor Dollfuss in a failed takeover attempt. Tensions between Austria and Nazi Germany increased Dollfuss and Austrian Nazi supporters. August 1934, Hitler becomes Führer. After Hindenburg's death, Hitler merged the roles of President and Chancellor. Germany officially became a Nazi dictatorship under Hitler's rule. Adolf Hitler and Paul von Hindenburg. September 1934. Soviet Union joins League of Nations. The USSR became a member of the League of Nations. The move aimed to promote diplomacy, though doubts about Soviet intentions remained. Joseph Stalin and League delegates, October 1934 Long March. Begins in China. Chinese communist forces began a long retreat from nationalist forces. They travelled thousands of miles under harsh conditions. The Long March became a symbol of resistance and helped Mao Zedong rise to leadership. Mao Zedong and Red Army members, November 1934, British White Paper on Palestine. The British government limited Jewish immigration to Palestine. This policy increased tensions between Jewish and Arab communities in the region. British colonial officials and local leaders. December 1934. Border clash between Italy and Ethiopia. Italian and Ethiopian troops clashed at Walwal Oasis. This was used by Mussolini as a reason to invade Ethiopia. The following year, Benito Mussolini and Ethiopian forces, Adolf Hitler leader, who took total control of Germany, Mao Zedong. Chinese revolutionary who led the Long March, Joseph Stalin. Soviet leader who joined the League of Nations, Dollfuss, Austrian Chancellor. Assassinated during a failed coup, Franklin D. Roosevelt, US President, during the Great Depression. Why 1934 was a crucial year. In 1934, dictators rose to power, and nations faced internal battles. Germany turned into a one-man dictatorship. China took the first steps toward communist revolution. The world moved closer to conflict and transformation. Like, share, and subscribe to uncover the stories behind the years that shaped our world. Comment below. Which event from 1934 do you think had the greatest impact on history?